Look, I don't know how many times I have to say this during my life. I don't know why I even just to share my opinion, an opinion that is of my opinion is correct. It's fact. It's proof why you should all just shut up and go about your lives. But nevertheless, it's my opinion. And I don't know why I have to qualify it by saying whatever. I don't hate you as an individual. If you like taking a dick in the butt, that's on you. Everybody's different. Fuck, just do it in the privacy of your own bedroom. I don't care. I'm not going to treat you differently at McDonald's unless, of course, you're actively having anal sex at McDonald's, in which case, yeah, I'm going to be kind of mad about that. But if whatever your sexuality is, if you keep to yourself and you mind your own damn business, then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to mind my damn business. There's no reason for us to interact whatsoever. You mind your business, I mind my business. There's no reason for us to even fucking talk. But I just, because you constantly talk and demand that everybody pay attention to you, like the retarded kid in kindergarten that dances in the corner. Look what I can do. Hey, everybody, look at this. That's what you LGBTQ HDTV fucking people are. It's what the whole Democratic Party has become. Look what I can do. Everybody look at me. I'm important. What about me? What about me? My feelings. My feelings. Yeah, what about your feelings? What about my feelings? Well, you have a different opinion than me, so your feelings are wrong. But you need to take care, you need to, respect my feelings. Yeah, but my feelings are wrong because I have an opposite opinion of you. Wouldn't that mean your feelings are wrong? No, my feelings are right. You should actually be feeling my feelings, but you don't because you're a sick individual. That's the type of shit we deal with on a daily basis. Normal people. That's what normal people deal with on a daily basis. That's you weirdos. You wake up every day and you're like, this is what I'm going to do to the world. Oh, those people look happy. Let me ruin their day. That's what you weirdos, that's how you live your life. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody wants to play fucking make-believe with you on a daily basis. Everybody else has got a life to live. They've got things to do. They've got people that depend on them. They've got kids to raise. They've got loved ones to take care of. They don't have time to march in the street and wave flags of foreign countries and set shit on fire. People got shit to do. And that's a majority of the people. You people crying in the streets and crying about fucking LDTVs and all of that, you are the minority. You are the smallest of the small. You get bored white women to back you up because they're bored white women that have nothing better to do. And the worst thing that could ever happen to a country is to have a bunch of bored white women in it, because that's when they start creating laws that just fuck everything up. Bored white women invented the mafia, okay? Bored white women invented fucking bootleggers. That was all bored white women. As soon as women got the right to vote, they fucking used it by proving that they should have never gotten the right to vote. This is the world we live in. We live in a world where people take for granted millions of years of evolution and will gaslight you and lie to you. Like, what are the trans people, which is funny because trans people, the surgery to, I mean, I'm 46. That surgery isn't even as old as I am. It's younger than me. But trans people have been around for millennia. How they were getting a surgery back in fucking 300 AD, who the fuck knows, but they existed. I know, back before the trans, before the surgeries and everything, they were just gay guys that dressed like women. They were called drag queens, and they were just gay, There was no trans. They were just gay guys, and they were perfectly happy. They knew they were gay guys that were drag queens that dressed like women. They knew. They didn't fight or argue, or they were just happy if somebody was nice to them during the day. Go figure. Like all 100% of the people on the planet, you're having a pretty good day if somebody's just nice to you. If one person is nice to you during the day, you're having a great day. But no, now we live, it's 2025, and everybody's trans, gay, and just one person just being nice to them, that's not enough. That person being nice to them also has to acknowledge their sexual desires, has to call them by the pronouns. Like, I'll call you by whatever name you say your name is. That's fine. Your big dude used to be called Gus, but now you want me to call you Princess Francesca? Whatever, Princess Francesca. But you can't start changing an entire language. Oh, you need to start calling me her. I ain't calling you her, Princess Francesca. I can see your dick sticking out of your sock. I'm not fucking... Look at you, man. You're hung like an elephant. You want me to call you Princess Francesca? No, not happening, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Not fucking happening. I'll call you Princess Francesca, but I'm not going to be like, oh, she... No. I'm going to describe you to a stranger the same way I would describe you to a police officer or an EMT or a firefighter. That way, the person trying to help has the accurate information to get to the other person they need to find. It's very, very simple. That's why English is one of the easiest languages to learn to speak. It's very simple. And everybody's trying to make it difficult. You want to tell me trans people were around 10,000 years ago? Okay, all right. Well, let's despite the fact that that's utterly false and impossible because the surgeries didn't exist, nobody was fucking cutting off their dick and balls 100 years ago, let alone fucking 500 years ago, and surviving. That just wasn't happening. They'd survive, yeah, but they'd end up committing suicide at some point because that was just straight up mutilation. Nobody 100 years ago, 500 years ago, shit, nobody 30 years ago was doing that and living a fucking happy, long life. No, not a single fucking person. But let's skip over that. Let's play into the fantasy that all of these other people want us to live in. They want us to play make-believe, so let's play make-believe. Trans people have been around for... How come there's no, like, stories, songs, fairy tales, epics? Like, if it was just so normal, if trans people and gay people and everything were so normal in the evolution of humankind, you'd think that there would be stories with them in it, and not strange, irreverent stories that were word-of-mouth stories from Native American tribes, because that seems to be the only stories that the only evidence. Oh, this tribe called the Kookabuckets, they're based out of Okeechobee, Manitoba, whatever. Yeah, that they for thousands of years they've been telling a story about a seed person that is both sexes and impregnated itself. Okay, is it written down anywhere? No, I just told you it's a word of mouth story. Okay, so Europe has been around for thousands and thousands of years. They mastered books thousands and thousands of years ago. How come there isn't a single... And Europe is fucking very much LGBTQ friendly. Has always been LGBTQ friendly. Look at fucking Greece and fucking Rome. How come there's no fucking written documents about fucking heroes or heroines that are fucking gay? or trans or any of that in any of the epic stories that were written in those times when it was perfectly normal for people to be fucking butt fucking each other and fucking mashing carpet? How come there's no stories of trans or gay heroes written from those times that we've ever learned of? That nobody can name one off the top of their head. If you've got one on the top of your head, it's because you've already looked it up because you're a fucking weirdo. You can't just walk up to a kid on the street and go, hey, tell me a story about the hero that's gay. They look at you like, huh? What the fuck are you talking about? And you want to know why? I'll give you this. It's not because those people didn't exist. I'll give you that. Let's say that they existed and they were everywhere. You know why? There's no stories because there's no fucking audience for it. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to watch that. Nobody wants to read that story. Nobody is interested in it. There is no audience for it. That's why it doesn't exist. Nobody gives a fuck. You do not create anything for people that don't want it. You have to have an audience. Could you imagine? It created chocolate, but only one person liked chocolate, so they just kept making it and forcing people to buy it, even though nobody... That never happened. The person that made chocolate would go out of business and nobody would ever remember chocolate. Because nobody wanted the fucking shit. Lucky for the guy that found chocolate, it had the reverse effect. Nobody wants that shit. There is no audience for it. There never has been in the history of mankind an audience for it. You can't just generate an audience by telling them you have to like it or else you're a racist or a sexist or a homophobe. If you don't like it, then this is what you are. Because people don't like being told what to do. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to, okay, fine then. I guess I'm a fucking homophobe. I guess I'm a fucking sexist. I guess I'm a racist. Because I got to like shit just because you said I did. I swear to God. We live in a time now where watching grown adult people is more like watching two fucking toddlers have a conversation. It makes no fucking sense. You people do not make any fucking sense.